What's going on, guys? Drones and Dogs here. And bow, 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 bow. Today we're going to be taking a look at this Fastlane RC FLX Nano drone. It is actually a Pico, which is actually smaller than a Nano, even though they call it the FLX Nano. This guy is actually a Pico quad, and it's really tiny, fits inside the transmitter, looks real cool. I want to say it's an exact replica or the same exact design as the Sky King little Pico quad. I seen the Sky King on Freak with Flyers channel. Shout out to Freak, man. He the one who put me up on these little Picos. Shout out to my guy Freak with Flyer RC. Make sure you check out his channel. But I seen the one he got. His is actually called the Sky King, and I seen that guy on Amazon, and I was browsing looking at some little small guys, and I actually came across this guy. And at the time, it was only one left, man. It was like 11 bucks. So I had to grab it. You know, for that price, 11 bucks, I had to grab it. And I'll post up the link for this guy, and maybe I'll post up the link for the Sky King, because I'm not sure if this is back in stock, and if they'll be back in stock. I'm not sure if it's going to be 11 bucks anymore. But if it's not back in stock, I'll try to find a link for the Sky King too, which is basically the same exact drone as this. It looks the same. Anyways, transmitter looks exactly the same. And it fits in this little case right here. You know what I'm saying? Really nice. It's really not a whole lot to this guy. Quad comes out. It's a really tiny little drone. Little Pico quad. Look at that. Really tiny. You know? Very, very, very small. About the size of my fingernail. This little guy is tiny. Look at that. Look at my fingernail. Look at the quad. Little tiny little guy. Fits inside this transmitter. It's a non-altitude hold transmitter. And it's okay. It's better than them little peanut style remotes that you get with like the E010s and the CX10s that came out with little peanut style controllers. A lot better feeling than that, actually. And I do believe this guy's deviated. At least I know the one that Freak has, the one Freak Flyer has, his is deviated. I'm not sure if it's deviated. I've not tried this one on a jumper yet, but I'm pretty sure it should be. Has this little prong in the back, like these typical little Picos do. Have these little prongs to charge it, and this little built-in battery. It does have an on and off switch. And these props have a cool design. As you can see, they have these little orange tips, and it gives off like a cool design when they get spinning, which is kind of nice. You do get 4 extra props. I've already lost one of mine, because as soon as I took off, the first time I flown this guy, I took off, and it takes off really fast. Shoom, hit the ceiling, and right away one of my props popped off, and I was not able to find it. So I'm sitting with 3 right now currently. But this guy is actually a great little flyer, man. You just have to give it some trim light right away, you know, before getting into the air, because it likes to shoot backwards and off and veer off to the left for some reason. At least mine does. It could be just mine. So I find myself have to trim it right away before taking off, just to get it to fly decent. Even though with these little guys, you're never gonna really get them to like a really steady hover, because they're so tiny, man. Any little type of drift or wind will blow one of these little guys, because they're so tiny. But this little thing is so fast. It's very sporty. I just love it, man. You can fly it anywhere because it's just so tiny, man. Just very, very tiny. Probably one of the tiniest drones I've ever flown, in comparison next to that little Hudson Pico that I just flew the other day and reviewed. And there's not a lot that comes with this guy. You get this little charger that goes on the back of the drone. That's it. Charges in about 30 minutes. The 4 extra props, transmitter. You get some instructions. You get like 3 different ones. Now, I believe they were selling this guy at Toys R Us originally. You know what I'm saying? But I picked this guy up online for like 11 bucks. Because, you know, Toys R Us, I believe, went out of business. So they give you one in like English, and they give you one in like Spanish, and all these 2 different languages and 1 in English. So they give you enough instructions for you guys to pretty much figure out what this guy does. But it's just a simple flyer. It's really not too much to this guy. It's really not a lot to this guy. It's the Fastlane RC FLX Nano. But it fits inside this compartment. It's really cool, easy on the go. On and off switch right here. You got forward and back trim, left and right trim, your throttle stick, and by clicking in on the throttle stick is your rates. And it has actually 2 rates, and then And it has a third rate, which is actually not a rate, it's headless mode. So you start off in the lowest rate, you click 2 beeps, that'll be your second rate, which is your highest rate. You click 3 beeps and it'll quad start flashing and you'll be in headless mode. And then on this stick, you have your flips. So you click this and then you give it an input and the little Pico will flip in any direction you want it to flip, man. And that's pretty simple. And then in the back, you have 2 AAA batteries. So it's not too much. You got a little LED indicator letting you know the quad is on. So it's pretty simple, man. Pretty nice. Really cool for kids. Really something nice if like if you had this guy in the office. If you was an adult, you had this guy in your office and you fly this guy around and impress your little office buddies or something like that. But it's a nice little flyer, man. And we're gonna check this guy out. This is the Flash Lane RC FLX Nano quad, man. So we're just gonna check this guy out. I'm your boy Drones and Dogs. Appreciate you guys for checking in with me today. So let's see what this guy is about. Turn on the quad. There's an on and off switch. Blue lights in the back, red in the front. Go ahead and turn on the transmitter. See that it automatically goes solid. You do it up and down to bind to it. And we got power. So I'm just, like I said, I'm just gonna trim it a little bit because I already know how it likes to drift. And we're gonna just take off. Look at that. Like I said, it already drifted off to one way already. So I gotta kind of like the which way it's drifting. So let me give it a little trim that way. All right. So this is the first rate. Very docile. First rate flying. It's not altitude hold, but if this little guy flies so smooth. It flies so smooth, it's crazy. So this is our yaw, low rate. There's our yaw in the low rate. Red LEDs is the front, blue is the back. Two beeps, now I'm in the high rate. There's a high rate yaw, which seems to be about the same. I don't think the yaw changed. The high rate yaw seems to be about the same as the low rate yaw, but the pitch definitely changes. Ooh, almost lost you there, buddy. So let me, went down to first rate again just to show you that. All right, this is fourth flight. I gotta give it some trim. It's drifting back on me. All right, there we go. So this is fourth flight in the low rate, which is not too bad. Fourth flight in the low rate. I'm gonna go to high rate. And you're gonna notice it's gonna be a lot more faster. Look at that. Fourth flight in the high rate. A lot more zippier. LEDs are very visible on this guy. And it's a nice little sporty flyer. All right, I'm gonna press in on the right joystick and then give the right joystick an input for a flip. Let's try it out. Wow, that was a front flip. Wow, that was a left roll. Wow, front flip again. Front flip again. Right roll. Let's hit a back flip. And ooh, it flipped crazy. It just flipped crazy. It did a back flip. I don't know if it liked it, that back flip. Let's try to take off again. That back flip, it flipped crazy, man. That was crazy. But all directional flips are to be had with this guy. And with the crash test as a bonus. Crash test as a bonus with this guy. $11, yo. Haha, FLX Nano, man. Only you did, your boy Drones and Dogs. Oh, ah! And I'm down. I'm down. Where are you? Ah! Man down, man down, man down. All right, we back. We back. I gotta give it some trim. It's acting all crazy. It's acting all wonky on me. Yeah, it's acting all wonky. Gotta give it some trim. There we go. There we go. The boy tried to get all crazy after that crash. I had to give it some trim. We still in the air. This little thing got some crazy flight time on it. It definitely flies longer than my little Hubson Pico. Little sporty dude. I'm still in a high rate. Doing some yanking and banking on it. This thing is crazy, man. Like, you blink and it's out of your sight. It's so small. It's so tiny. Look at that. Look at that, it's so tiny. So little, man. Whoa, whoa. Slow down, little guy. Whoa. Yeah, I'm definitely losing my throttle, man. I'm full juice. That battery's about to die. There we go. It died right on the carpet. FLX Nano. Bang, bang, bang. Your boy Drone the Dogs with the little Pico out for you guys. FLX Nano Quad. Definitely a winner. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Catch you guys in the next one.